Kamala Harris had this town hall with CNN and Anderson Cooper, and he asked, what do you say to third party voters, people who said they're going to vote third party or just stay home because of Gaza? And at this point, I don't understand why no one working on her campaign was like, we need to find a better answer. Because to bring up democracy and bodily autonomy and, women's rights and people who can get pregnant rights and trans rights or whatever, there are some people who are not going to be convinced by that when there is an actual genocide happening that you refuse to say you'll stop. That you'll refuse to say you'll stop, okay? I am a trans person, non-binary person. I can also get pregnant. I'm not, thank God. But you think that I should care more about that and that I should only care about that and not the dead children that I'm seeing across my screen every single day, brought to you by our tax dollars.
Putting it all because of this issue. Listen, I am not going to deny the strong feelings that people have. I don't know that anyone who has seen the images who would not have strong feelings about what has happened, much less those who have relatives who have died and been killed. And I know people and talk to people. So I appreciate that. But I also do know that for many people who care about this issue, they also care about bringing down the price of groceries. They also care about our democracy and not having a president of the United States who admires dictators and is a fascist. They also care about the fact that we need practical common sense solutions.
She's really out here being like, listen, the reason why it's important that you vote for me is because we can't have somebody who's going to cozy up to dictators and fascists. Netanyahu is a fascist, Madam Vice President. What have you done to stand up to him? I mean, sure, there's a genocide that we're propping up and paying for and empowering and helping with and helping to escalate, but eggs are really expensive. And the thing that's so fucked up about that is that obviously we want grocery prices to be lower. But the reason why they're not is because of corporate price gouging. And what have you guys done about that? What's your plan to stop that, right? Also, I already pay really high taxes. Taxes that are going to the Israeli regime for their health care and for their... You know what I thought of today? That story about that guy who was an IOF member who deleted himself after doing horrible war crimes in Gaza. They were talking about how all their soldiers get mental health care when they get back. I'm like, my tax dollars are paying for his mental health care, okay? I would rather have my tax dollars go to Palestinian rebuilding and aid. I mean, they actually should. Because we're going to have to pay reparations, okay? We are paying the money and spending the money to destroy Gaza. We need to pay to rebuild it. You understand, huh? Why didn't you meet with the uncommitted movement? They asked to meet with you. People who are in the uncommitted movement are Democrats, Democratic voters, and they asked to meet with you. Why didn't you meet with them? Why wouldn't you let a Palestinian speak on stage at the DNC? How concerned are you really? And the answer is she's not that concerned. Because her strategy for the campaign is to try to get Republican voters. They know they've lost the Arab vote. And they know that there are a lot of people that are not Arab, that are just, anti-genocide, that she's lost their vote too. So what are they trying to do? They're trying to do what Democrats always do. Why don't we just try to appeal to Republicans? Listen to this.
The Harris campaign really believes that there are enough disenchanted Republicans that could make the difference in this election, especially in those key swing states, that so-called blue wall that is so critical.
There it is, folks. Instead of trying to appeal to young people, try to do anything to try to earn the Arab American or Muslim vote. I mean, it's gone now, but she and her campaign had plenty of opportunities to do so. Meeting with the uncommitted movement would have been a nice start. They had an opportunity to do that. They didn't. They had an opportunity to say they do an arms embargo. They didn't. She had an opportunity to distance herself on this whole genocide thing from Joe Biden, and she chose not to. She chose to double down and say that there was no distance between them. And he just gave the answer. It's because they're not even trying to get those votes. They think their brilliant strategy is to try to peel off Republicans. Good luck with that.